What's happening, saddle hunters? This is Grant from Hunt Appalachia, and this is everything I carry for an early season hunt. All right, so the saddle I'm running this year is, again, a tethered Manus. These things, I love them because you can walk for miles and you really don't even realize you have them on. The first thing that I do when I get to a tree is take off my lineman's belt because I'm getting ready to climb. That's gonna go around the tree and keep me safe while I'm climbing. So when I'm at the bottom of the tree, 90% of the time, I'm probably gonna be hooking on spurs. I've checked with a lot of the public land around here and the urban hunts that I do, and all of them let me. So I usually use them unless I'm somewhere that I'm just not allowed to. Everything after this is the same. So whether you're hunting with wild edge steps or hawk sticks or whatever you got in the tree, it's all gonna be the same. At this point, I'm already climbed the tree and I'm up there. I'm gonna go ahead and take out my tether and hook up to the tree so that I can put some weight on it while I set my platform. My platform this year, just the same as last year, is the Predator platform. I've never had any problem with this thing. It is just rock solid. I don't know if I've ever tried a platform or a tree stand or anything else that bites a tree as well as this thing does. They're just incredible. I hunted on them with inches of snow. I hunted with ice. I hunted in super cold weather, and this thing is just a beast. It's awesome to use, and I love it. Probably my most important piece of this whole system is the Predator platform. The next thing I do whenever I get up on my platform is set up my camera arm. Now this is the base, and I like it because it straps to the outside of my pack. I've had a 4th arrow arm, and the shoulder, I don't like having to put it in my pack. I'd rather strap it to the outside, and the muddy arm, it just worked better for me. So I sold my 4th arrow and just continued to use this old beat up muddy arm. It works great, they're solid, and I still recommend them to anybody that's buying one. So digging into my backpack, the next thing that I'm probably gonna do is throw my arm on the shoulder, get that all set up. And I got my camera gear in here as well. I run a Canon G40. I also will tag along with my Canon 80D DSLR. Both of them are great cameras. I swear the G series, the G30, the G20, the G40 are bomb-proof. They have held up better than anything I've ever had. I've dropped them out of trees. I left one outside for 3 weeks in January in an ice storm. Still works today. I love these things. So the next piece of video equipment that I really like using, this is a GoPro Hero 7 Black. They really improved the microphones on these things, and if you were in a bad situation, lost the battery on your regular camera, you could use this to film your interviews. They're really not that bad. I think they look awesome. So as far as mounts for my GoPro, this big alligator clip type mount is really neat. You can just put it on the table or put it wherever you're at, move your GoPro around. They're actually pretty awesome. I will also sometimes use these clips. Now this is a GoPro Hero 3 Plus. The only reason I still use this GoPro is because I can have another angle and I can clip it straight to my tether. They're actually really, really nice. And these GoPros, they sell these big battery packs for them. I believe this is a 6-hour battery pack. And with a big card, you can just set it and record and completely forget about it for the rest of the hunt. They're pretty nice. So in my pack, I also have 2 bow hangers. One for my backpack, which I like to hang at waist level right in front of me, and one for my bow. Now on public land, a lot of people make DIY different straps and stuff like that, but the Hiss strap coming out from Tethered is pretty daggone sweet. Don't forget to check that out before season starts. Now I got everything set up. It would be time to pull up my bow. Now I have Doyle's Gear hoist in my backpack, and these things are awesome. They are worth the wait. I've seen a lot of people argue back and forth on Facebook about what's better. This is better, I promise. That's it. It's just better. I spent years cussing at different pull-up ropes, paracord, all that stuff. It's just not worth it. It's a little bit of extra weight, but it is so much nicer than having ropes tangled up all over the place in trees. Well, I gotta carry one more thing in my pack, and that's because I usually kill something every time I go hunting, right? a knife. This is a knife that was made out of a lucky horseshoe. It's a pretty sweet little knife. I've never used it yet, but we're gonna carry it around with us this year and get some blood on it. The last two things that I carry both live in my sys hauler. One is my Rangefinder, and I keep that on a lanyard there. And the other is another very important, almost as important as the Predator platform, just a lot cheaper, milkweed. That's literally all I carry. I'm sorry this couldn't be a longer video and a lot more interesting, but early season, you don't need much stuff. People packing in a bunch of stuff other than maybe a bottle of water, something like that. There's nothing else you need. Everything I got is connected to my saddle or in my backpack.